Moms and dads, have you ever wondered if your baby is hungry? Babies can say, "I'm hungry," like us do, right? Babies can tell us they are hungry with words, but they show us through the movement and sounds and facial expressions, right? Today we will learn how to read those signals so that both you and your baby can have a more peaceful and enjoyable feeding experience. First of all, let's get into the topic of feeding on demand, which means feeding your baby when they show you they are hungry, not just by the clock. Babies don't need to be fed by the clock. They need to be fed based on their hunger signals, hunger cues. So does that mean if my baby cries, they are hungry? The answer is no. Babies cry for a lot of reasons. And if your baby is hungry, crying is the last hunger cue. In this video, we will go over 3 stages of hunger cues: early, mid, and late. They are especially important for babies under 6 months old. Before we dive in, think about your own eating habits. When do you eat? Do you wait until you are very hungry and feel grumpy, or do you eat when you start feeling just a little bit hungry? I think most of us don't want to wait until we are very, very hungry, we are grumpy. It's the same for babies. Feeding them before they start crying makes the whole process easier for everyone. Many US hospitals, they post a chart like this to give parents a clear understanding of early, mid, and late hunger cues in infant. For my client's family, I just tear off a copy of this chart to give them. If you are online, you could Google the keywords infant hunger cues and you will find tons of images. I found out a Queensland government in Australia has a great printable version on their website. It's a very good resource. So I will link it down below. Hi, I'm Xena, IBCLC based in the US. I offer both online service worldwide and in-person lactation support in the Houston area with many US insurance plans accepted. So if you need support, feel free to visit my website, uniquegrowth.net. Now let's go over the 3 stages of hunger cues in detail. So first, let's talk about the early hunger cues. If your baby is turning their head to search and opening their mouth to search too, or sticking out their tongues without anything touching their face, they are already sign they are starting to get hungry. You may also notice the rooting, which means when they turning their head and open their mouth in response to anything that touches their cheek. This is your baby's way to saying, "I'm hungry, time to feed me." If the baby show early hunger cues, actually it's the best time to start feeding, especially if your baby is still young, you are still practicing latching. At this stage, they are not too hungry yet and still have enough energy to practice and latch effectively. But keep in mind that rooting is a reflex that lasts until about 4 months. And it's a good sign. It's just one of many hunger cues. So try not to rely on it alone, okay? Next, we have the mid hunger cue. If your baby starts suckling on their hands or moving around more quickly, this means they are really hungry now. They may even try to reach for something to suck on, and this point is, "I'm really hungry now. Please feed me soon." If both early and mid hunger cues are missed, you will see late hunger cues. At this point, your baby is likely crying, upset, and may even turn red or frustrated. A lot of movement. This is their way of saying I'm too hungry now and I'm uncomfortable. Calm me, then feed me. It's important not to try feeding them right away in this stage. If baby like that, can we feed them now? No, baby's breathing is already irregular. First, help them to calm down by holding them gently, talking. Once their breathing is calm and they are more relaxed, and then you can start feeding. Knowing when to feed your baby can make a huge difference in how smoothly breastfeeding or bottle feeding goes. A feeding during the early hunger cues is always the best time because your baby is calm and you can focus on getting a good latch or smooth bottle feeding. Waiting until they are crying can make feeding harder for both of you. When a baby reaches late hunger cues, they are already really uncomfortable, which can make latching difficult. A lot of moms tell me their baby doesn't want to suck, their baby doesn't want to open their mouth widely, or just sucks in a disordered way, which makes breastfeeding really painful. So this happens because the best time to feed has passed. On the other side of bottle feed babies, this can lead to seems like choking on milk or gassy, which can make them even more fussy or upset later. Another quick reminder, after birth, moms are often physically and emotionally exhausted. Whether you had a natural birth or a C-section, the first few days are all about recovery. During this time, it's incredibly helpful if daddies or other family members step in to watch for the baby's hunger cues and bring the baby to mom for breastfeeding. Moms, your main job is to rest and heal. Trust your family to handle the baby's need during those early days. By learning to regulate hunger cues and assisting with feeding, daddies and family members are not only helping the baby, but also giving mom the much needed rest to recover. Even small gestures of support can make a big difference during this moment. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this helps you better understanding for baby's hunger cues and makes feeding a little easier. Don't forget, every baby is unique and you are doing great. If you found this video help, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on baby care and breastfeeding. I'm Xena from Unique Growth. See you next time. Bye!